Good morning, everyone. This is Blanca, the host of the Laws of Life Network, and our show of the morning is the Laws of Business Breakthroughs with Bimal Shah. And Bimal is the CEO of Raj Parth Achievers. He's a business strategist and coach. He's an author. He has many tools to help you evolve as business owners. Good morning, Bimal. How are you?
Good morning, Blanca. How are you? Thank you for having me in the show.
You are welcome. And I am fired up and ready to talk about one of my favorite topics, webinars. So, what is your law of business breakthrough on the webinar concept?
I will make it very easy and simple. And the first thing is everybody knows that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, a 3-minute video is worth 1.8 billion words. Now, compare that to a 30-minute webinar. You will knock it out of the park. It's like an infomercial on rocket fuel, that you have. But here's the thing about webinars. You don't want it to be an infomercial. You want it to be educational.
Yes.
So you want it to be interactive and you walk people through steps. So what I do normally is, webinars are very easy in today's environment. And with 2020, I believe they just jumped through the roof. A lot of people started doing webinars because they were forced to. The pandemic forced us to do these things. And whoever took advantage of it, they literally transformed. And they can get all my links and even access to webinars on the QR code. If you want to put it out there, people can scan it. There's free samples of webinars, tools, books, resources, grants, free money, everything. I listen to you and I put all the links in one tree. So
proud of you. So you know what? It's amazing. We're all helping each other. So this is the QR code of Bimal. If you put your camera on this QR code, all of the 40 links of Bimal are going to come up. So you can book a meeting with Bimal. You can basically see his books, see some of his online tools. I mean, everything is there. So pick up the links of Bimal now, because it's a lot easier than you having to copy down links when you're watching. And of course, everybody in the audience, this is an interactive show. This is your opportunity to get free business strategic advice from Bimal. So Bimal, you say the webinar is basically a platform that people must take advantage of. The biggest problem people have, though, is how to get people to come to the webinar. So what's your advice on that?
So first of all, you don't have to necessarily think, let's address that problem. So you get on a Zoom and you talk to a webinar, and you can have a few audiences and do kind of a workshop style and record it, and then send it to an audience to come to a workshop. So you can use the webinar as a lead magnet. And, I'm sure many people have known this as a lead magnet to attract people to the main event. So webinar is an educational tool. Now you can also sell webinars. So once you do a workshop, once you actually conduct a workshop, you can record it, and now it can become an interactive webinar. So, for example, I have right now the second round of PPP is, running up, and, it can get over very soon. The funds will get over. So I conduct a step-by-step webinar on how to complete an application. And people can access that webinar on one of the links with the QR code. And this was a workshop and a speaking engagement that I did where I walked people through, and then I recorded and converted it into a webinar. So this is where you can have many webinars. I have webinars on grants. I have webinars on how to grow your business. I have webinars on scaling. I have webinars on marketing. So there are several different webinars that you can structure and make sure that, it's useful for businesses.
Absolutely, 100%. A lot of people have a fear, and the fear is they don't have enough wisdom to host a webinar. What's your response to that?
Okay, so here's the definition of wisdom. And people think that wisdom means you have to have a lot of knowledge. That's not true. What wisdom is, applying 90 to 100% of what you already know.
I love it.
That's wisdom. And if applied knowledge is power. A power plant doesn't have energy. A power plant generates energy. Similarly, you don't, you only have power when you apply your knowledge. So apply whatever you know, everything you know. You can convert it into an educational step-by-step process to help. There's so many videos on YouTube right now. YouTube is the most watched platform right now, where people, guide on step-by-step on how to do things, the how-to webinars, right? There's so many videos. Similarly, you can actually conduct something in what you already know and share it with people. There is someone who wants to know what you know. Absolutely. And you can convert that and share that with your audience.
And guys, another strategy is you could also invite multiple speakers to your webinar to serve as a host of multiple experts. You could invite Bamal as the business expert at your summit and, offer experts in their field. Invite me to your summit. I can speak on business development strategies, marketing, digital marketing, social media, building personality platforms. Bamal can speak on business expertise. He has hundreds of tools that help you build your business. If you have not had a one-on-one with Bamal, you really need to, and you need to meet him at networking. And I love the topic of today. Webinars are the way to go.
Yeah,
now,
what you just shared an insight. You can actually conduct a virtual conference and a virtual summit. Actually, people nowadays, you can actually go to a conference without having to leave your seat and experience like walking up to a booth, checking in, picking up your registration, sitting on a room, interacting with everything is possible. Similarly, webinars, for someone who just wants to get started and make it easy, just go on Zoom, record yourself, get a few audiences, get a few people to interact with you, and then record it. And then you can even, sell it. I mean, depending on what you have to offer and what that webinar does for people. What's important is what the webinar does for people. What's the end result? And that end result is what can help you create sales. If there is something of value that the webinar does, for example, it helps you create a Facebook ad, or it helps you submit an application, or it helps you create this. If there is an end result, then people will buy, people will pay money for it.
I love that. You just had another amazing idea, which is use an excerpt, use a really powerful moment from the webinar as your Facebook ad to invite people to future webinars. Say, take a glimpse at my last webinar and let them see like a really powerful or passionate moment. So I think that these are amazing ideas. Now, one of the other objections that people get is they don't know how to engineer the technology. Well, the Laws of Life has a solution to that. You can hire me and the Laws of Life team to engineer your Zoom, to engineer any platform. And also the Degi world is also an incredible way to go, which is a virtual avatar world. So if you want to talk about how to engineer your event, let me know, because don't let technology be a block to what you want to
share three. When it comes to technology, let me just share three quick points. Is a squeeze page. A squeeze page is a landing page where you can post the video webinar and have someone opt in for a book or anything that you want to offer, and then they go into a funnel, and from the funnel you create an email messaging and sequencing. Now, I do an email mastermind. So if you go to the QR code and scan it, I have an email mastermind where I help you develop a customized messaging and sequencing email sequence that you can send to your database and then get them to attract and do business with you. So there's all the possibilities that you can do. Also, I have so many free videos and free webinars on the YouTube channel as well. So YouTube is a great platform for people to leverage and create a channel And you don't have to have, you can start with a short 1 to 3 minute video first, recording. Then you take it up a notch, go to a 10-minute. Then you take it up a notch and go to a higher level. Now, if there are folks who have trouble, I'm not a good speaker. I don't know how can I, speak very well in front of the camera. So I train them on speaking. I train them on how to, be an effective speaker. I've also taken Dale Carnegie in its classes. So it's a great way for you to progress and track audiences without having to leave your seat.
Well, that is really great feedback. And as far as coming up with topics, Bimal can also coach you on how to come up with ideas of topics for your summit, depending on what your laws of life are or your area of wisdom is. He can point you in the right direction on the marketing strategy and create the email system to help market the webinar. Because again, it's great to have a webinar, but you need the marketing strategy to go with it, hand in hand. So Bimal, you really are an amazing resource. I can't hear you, Bimal. I'm going to put your QR code on the screen. Everybody, this is Bimal's QR code. Take a picture of that, and that will bring up all of his over 40 links with tips and tools to help you get educated and make a business breakthrough today. Bimal, so what's your number one law today?
So the number one law today is, making sure that you win the day and you do a webinar. So we're talking about webinars. Get on Zoom, record yourself, do a quick infomercial about what you want to speak about, and that would be the law for today.
I love it. Win the day with a webinar. That is a great law. Well, Bimal, this was a great episode of the Laws of Business Breakthroughs. Join us every Monday at 9 o'clock to start your day. But I'm just going to tell you guys this. I want more questions on this show. Where's the engagement? I want more questions. So start bringing some questions on Mondays and let's get fired up. Have a great day.
Yeah, Monday is the best time to start your whole week, plan out your whole week. So this is the best time to do everything, and plan out the whole sequence of what you want to accomplish for the whole week.
It really is. So start bringing your questions because time is money, and Bimal is here giving us his time, giving us the gift of his laws of business breakthroughs. So whoever comes with a question to this show next week, you will be eligible to win an Instagram live interview with me on my new daily show on Instagram every day at 7. So if you want to be,
you can offer a free book.
Please, and a free book if they ask a good question, right?
Yeah. Great question.
So bring those questions and have a wonderful, productive, and successful week. We'll see you next Monday at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you, Blanca.